for me, I'm different from everyone else because I haven't actually used the product myself. And although I've been aware of the product, it wasn't until I came here and we're all in the room together in this big mashup that I saw us using the product and the product being used with me. And I guess my first impression of it is it scares me. But I mean that in a very, very good way, very positive way. It scares me, the implications from a social perspective of what this means. And just to give you an example of that, I've noticed my own behavior changing when someone's had a quick session going, that I realize that in that context I have to be, if it's a business context, for example, I have to be more guarded, because now this is going real time to the web, and if there is commercially sensitive information being passed, then you have to be cognizant of that. So that's not a bad thing, but people are going to have to change their behavior and be much more aware. It's like having a loudspeaker to the planet in the room with you at any one time. And we're all going to have topless photos of ourselves now, 30 years in the future. We're going to look back and say, oh, I said that, And not only did I say it, but here it is on film. So the social context and the social implications for me are huge. And interestingly, the thing I've been thinking about most, here I am at World Congress, in my spare moments, I haven't been thinking about mobile telephony, I've been thinking about the social implications of Quick. I think I was thinking about, of course I would use it in much the same way as people use it from a professional standpoint. I think it's great for product demonstrations, product support, customer support. Imagine with this scenario that we have with Maxroam, I've got a customer in Portugal. English is a second language. She's on the phone to me asking me about the Maxroam product. What about in real time I could set up a customer support session, I can pick up the product and literally do a walkthrough with her of the product visually, and she's seeing it in real time and the problem solved once and for all. And it's a personalization of customer support down to the most narrow niche. And talk about a loyal customer relationship at the end of that, it's a unique tool in that regard. The other thing I was thinking as well, from a more entertainment standpoint, is media mashups. So people all over the world can start. What about you make a call for actors, a call for players, a call for writers, a call for directors, and you mash up a production, a soap opera or a small movie or whatever. And once the mashup's done, then you deliver that as a piece of content. It allows those kinds of creative.
What about you're a company, you got a new product, and instead of asking your major clients to schlep in, you just tell them to go look, and suddenly you're pitching your product to your 20 biggest, most important clients, saving your cost of having to go see 20 of them individually, or having them come to you. Well, and you still get that face-to-face intimacy. You still get to look into your client's eyes and vice versa.
Yeah, and then the whole voice conference thing. We don't have to travel so much because we can just, do that basic. It's a voice conference tool, for God's sake. I hold it, you hold it, and we chat away. With a group of people. We have one on the screen on the projector for one room, and one on the screen in the projector for the other room, and now we're the same as Google with all their technology.
Right.
We can have our meeting mashup in the same way.
The bottom line with this
is like brainstorming here.
But it's Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's a tricorder. This makes a Nokia or another enabled device like I'm Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Or I'm Spock. It's unbelievable. It really is.
Yeah, the medical things,
medical, industrial.
Yeah.
I mean, my widget is broken and my widget repairman is in North Dakota.
Yeah.
So I need to show him what's broken on my widget,
right.
And he can just look and say, turn the screw to the right.
And your widget was made in 1953, and there are only 7 people left in North America who have the experience to fix it for you. How the hell does this thing work? So there are a few ideas I've got about the product.